Hi everyone, welcome to Island Vibe Cooking with me, Rose. Today we are making a southern favorite. We are making this classic smothered chicken. This recipe is a staple in my home. I love how flavorful it is. I can't wait for you guys to see how it's done, so let's make it happen. All right guys, first thing we're going to be doing is season our chicken. I'm using drumstick, thighs. You can use wings if you like. I found bone-in chicken thighs is the best for this recipe. So we are going to drizzle some olive oil to it. And as you can see, I have the skin on the chicken. Do not remove it. Going to mix that together like this. And make sure you clean your chicken, okay? Especially the drumstick, you know, the yellow residue that's on here. Make sure you remove all of that. Give that a stir. Just like this, and then we are going to season. Now I have a few seasonings in here. I have Italian seasoning, ground black pepper, paprika, celery salt, some chicken bouillon, onion and garlic powder, and yeah, I'm going to mix that together and we're going to pour it right on top of the chicken. So I'm going to sprinkle it generously on the chicken just like this. Like I said, you have to make sure you clean the chicken before you start using it. Also, if there's any fat that you need to remove, you can go ahead and remove the fat because we don't want this to look oily. We gotta make sure we work in the seasoning, especially the big thigh of the chicken. That's the part that needs, you know, to be nice and flavorful, although the chicken is going to be falling off the bone. So once you have your chicken nice and well seasoned like this, you are going to set aside. You can cover this, place it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, even overnight if you like, but I'm going to set that on the side for now. Now we're going to pan sear the chicken. A good non-stick skillet or pan is perfect because you don't want it to stick on the pan. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil, about 3 to 4 tablespoons. It's nice and hot. I'm going to place my chicken right in there. Now I'm looking for a light golden brown color. Usually within 6 minutes, you should have that color. Once it's nice and beautiful, you can flip it over. As you can see, the thighs, I put them skin down first. Now I'm going to allow them to pan sear until they hit that golden brown color. All right guys, it's been about 5 minutes. I am going to flip them over. They are smelling amazing. Look at that, beautiful. Just flip that one over. Awesome, and the aroma from all the seasonings are smelling delicious right now. Look at that, beautiful. That's what we want. Just like this. Now we're going to allow the other side to become nice and golden brown. This should take less time this time, probably 5 or 4 minutes, and then we can remove, set aside. The chicken is looking amazing already, and we're not even done yet. So now it's time to remove them so we can set them aside. Look at that beautiful, beautiful golden brown chicken. Beautiful. The color is amazing, perfect, and the seasoning just says it all. It's going to be extremely flavorful. I'm going to place that right in here. To me, smothered chicken is one of the best dishes out there. So easy to put together and extremely, extremely flavorful. So we're going to place that here. Now, we're going to be using the same skillet. Do not wipe this, do not rinse it. All of the seasoning is in here. It's going to make this dish absolutely delicious. So I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter in here. We're going to allow that to melt. The reason why I'm using unsalted butter is because the chicken has celery salt and chicken bouillon already. We have some chicken broth there. That way I can control the salt once everything is done. If I need to add more salt, I can add some more salt. Now, the butter is nice and melted. I have about 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour here. We're going to pour that in. Now, we want to fry this flour because you don't want the raw flour taste. So we're going to fry this for about 60 seconds until it's nice and browning, and then we can add the rest of the ingredients. Now that the flour is nice and cooked, it's looking nice and brown, I am going to add a little bit of bell peppers and as well as some celery in there. Mix it together. And I like to dice my veggies very, very small, especially for picky eaters like kids. They don't like chewing on big vegetables. If you can make them tiny, they'll be able to eat it. So now I'm going to add in some minced garlic. Add some minced garlic in here. I love the flavor of garlic. I tell you guys that all the time. Also, we have some onion we're going to add in. We're going to saute the veggies for about 1 to 2 minutes until they're nice and soft. So we're going to keep stirring until they're nice and soft. The veggies have been sauteing for about a minute now. I am going to pour in my chicken broth. I let the flour cook for a really, really long time. Like I said, it's best to fry the flour instead of relying on, oh, it's going to boiling. No. So let's pour that in. And as you're adding it in, you're going to stir. Now you have to keep stirring because you don't want to form any lumps. So keep stirring as you add your chicken broth in there. Perfect. Alrighty. Now is the perfect time to add in your chicken. So I'm going to place them right in the broth. Put it right there, just like this. Now, whatever remaining sauce you have on the plate, you can pour that in. This is flavor, and also I'm going to add some bay leaves in there. Now, trust the process. You do not need to add any more seasoning. All of the flavor, the seasoning is coming from the chicken. Trust me, we are going to cover this and allow it to simmer on medium low for about 60 minutes. So I'm going to adjust the temperature and just check on this here and there, but allow it to simmer until the chicken is nice and tender. When we come back, it's my favorite part. We are going to try this amazing smothered chicken. Stay tuned.
How you been liking it, Dustin?
I love it here. I love sparring with you. I love talking trash with Claudia.
TGIF. What y'all drinking on?
Buttery Chardonnay, my go-to when it comes to spilling its tea.
1942, baby. It's been a celebration all week.
Every weekday.
Yeah. Are you going to have any left?
How about the big bottles, Al?
How big is it? All right, let's not be sexually harassing our co-host this early in the show. Not saying we won't. It just won't be this early.
On Fox Soul.
You see certain things get reincarnated in your children. My daughter is very much inspired by my wife's artistic pursuits. So my daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops. My dad wasn't around, and I remember riding a bike and falling off and cutting myself, and me never just wanting to get back on it. People ask, how your children learn how to ride a bike, and you didn't. I didn't teach them. I just created an environment where they taught themselves, and all I had to do was be there.
The chicken has been cooking for about an hour now. It's smelling amazing and it looks even better, okay? Look at that gravy. It's so nice. The chicken is literally falling apart, okay? Falling off the bone, smelling amazing. The gravy is giving everything. Ooh, I can't wait to dive in. I'm ready to plate this amazing dish. I have some rice and beans here that I made. I am going to take one of the nicest piece of chicken, which is the thigh. I'm going to add that right on top. This looks so good, you guys. Now you can pair this with white rice if you like, but I have this rice that I made this morning. I wanted to just eat it with it. And I'm going to add some gravy. The gravy itself, it's something else. Like how beautiful this gravy turns out. Take a good look. That's what I mean when I said make sure you fry that flour. It's going to give you that amazing light brown color that you want for your gravy. Just beautiful. Now I'm going to add some parsley to garnish. And basically, this is your smothered chicken recipe. My mouth is watering. The smell is amazing up in here. This is your classic comfort Southern food that I love. You can make this for your kids. The kids will enjoy this. The gravy is so flavorful, so perfect. You can pair it with mashed potatoes, white rice, or any type of rice. I am going to give it a try. Now, the chicken is falling off the bone. It's so soft. When the chicken is nice and tender like that, the gravy gets in there. Ugh, amazing, amazing, okay? Let's give it a try. Falling off, like I said. Cheers. So amazingly delicious. Wow. Wow. This is so good. This is a must try, okay? Must try, I'm telling you. This is too amazing. Cheers. The chicken is so flavorful. I'm lost for words, okay? So tender, so flavorful. You definitely have to give this a try. If you're a mom, a busy mom with kids, I'm sure they will love this. The gravy, you can pair it with mashed potatoes, rice, pretty much anything. I know some people add heavy whipping cream to this. You do not need it. Hopefully you guys give this a try very, very soon. It's 10 out of 10 in my book. Must try. Definitely worth the 1 hour we waited for it to cook, okay? Give it a try very soon. We are about to make the most amazing, out of this world crab and shrimp dip. So delicious, perfect for any get together, or you just wanna eat some crab dip. So let me show you guys how to make it. To begin, you need 1 pound of large deveined shrimp. I went ahead and cut them into small pieces, and then I am going to drizzle some olive oil to my medium-high heat skillet. So about 3 tablespoons of this oil, and then we're going to add in our shrimp. Do not season your shrimp yet. So we're just going to pour in the shrimp. Once you have that right in there, you are going to season it with some Old Bay seasoning and some Cajun seasoning. Just like this. Mix it and add in the remaining of that seasoning. Now we're going to cook the shrimp for about 2 minutes or until they're nice and pink. Okay, you don't want to overcook the shrimp because we are going to place this in the oven once they're done cooking. All right, guys, the shrimp is nice and cooked. I am going to remove it. We're going to set it aside. Now, like I said, do not overcook your shrimp because you do not want that. Now we're going to be using the same skillet. I am going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter, unsalted. Now I have some veggies here. I have bell peppers that I grated. You don't have to. You can just mince them yourself, very, very, very small. I am going to pour that in so I can saute the bell pepper. And also we have some onion that we are going to add in. Same way, I grated them, but you don't have to. Now I'm going in with 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You're going to fry that until fragrance. You want the veggies to be nice and soft. All right, guys, the veggies are nice and soft. I am going in with my spinach. I didn't want to cook the spinach for too long. That's why I added way at the last minute. Okay, now I'm going to make sure I cook the spinach until, you know, they're nice and soft. So I want all of the vitamins from the spinach. We're not going to cook it for too long, so it shouldn't take no longer than 30 seconds, as you can see. Now I'm going in with about 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm going to pour that in. Now the spinach is optional. If you want to keep this strictly crab and shrimp, you can. So I'm going to pour that in just like that. Perfect. Now we're going in with some cream cheese. This is about 3 ounces of cream cheese going in. Going to allow that to melt really quickly. Also, we have some sour cream. Stay with me. I know you're gonna say, sour cream, no. This will definitely make this taste really, really delicious. It has a unique flavor that you have to try. Okay, for those people who doesn't like sour cream, just give it a try, trust me. Okay, once you have that in, it's time to season. Now I do have a few seasonings here that I'm going to add in. I have lemon pepper, slap your mama. I have onion and garlic, dry parsley, and I believe I have some paprika in here as well. So we're going to pour that in. Now this smells absolutely delicious. Now we're going to add in the crab. Ooh, add that in, break it apart. You don't want it to be too smush, okay? So try your best not to break it too much. Now I'm going to add in my shrimp. That delicious shrimp in there. Give it a quick mix. I don't want to break the crab too much. And then we have some mozzarella cheese that we are going to add in. All right, now is the perfect time for you to add some cheese because we want this to be nice and cheesy so we can have that cheese pool, you know. So I'm going to pour that in, give it a stir. Right now, you can lower your temperature because basically it is done. The cheese is going to melt in the oven. So give it a stir just like this. It's already looking cheesy, creamy, smelling amazing as always. Perfect. You can see the cheese. All right, now it's time to grab your baking dish. I have a small baking dish here that I am going to pour in the crab dip. pour it in. It smells too good up in here. And you know this is about to be so delicious. Now, once you have that in here, we're going to add some cheese on top. Now you can add as much cheese as you like. Once we're done, we are going to cover this. We don't want the cheese to burn. Cover it with the foil. And also I like to add some paprika on top just to garnish before I bake it. Sprinkle the paprika right on top, very lightly, not too much. And then I'm going to cover it. Now, when you cover it with the foil, make sure the foil is not touching the cheese like flat, because it's going to like stuck on the foil. So I like to make it a little like this, and then we can just place it in the oven. I have my oven on 400. I'm going to bake this for about 30 minutes. Now we're going to bake it for 30 minutes. In about 20 minutes through the baking process, you can remove the foil so you can have that golden brown cheese on top, okay?
Up next, we are taking the dip out of the oven. Also, I have a bonus recipe for you guys. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Stay tuned.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
How you been liking it, Dustin?
I love it here. I love sparring with you. I love talking trash with Claudia.
TGIF.
What y'all drinking on?
Buttery Chardonnay, my go-to when it comes to spilling this tea.
1942, baby. It's been a celebration all week.
Every weekday.
Are you gonna have any left?
I buy the big bottles, Al.
How big is it? All right, let's not be sexually harassing our co-host this early in the show. Not saying we won't, it's just gonna be this early.
On Fox Soul.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, "I want him. He's got to come home with me." Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
All right, guys, our crab dip is ready and it looks so good. Oh my goodness, it's super hot. So I have to carefully put it down. This is it, you guys. It looks too good. Cheesy. Oh, okay. Now to garnish, I gotta hit it with that parsley. I have some tortilla chips here to go along with it. And there you go, your crab and shrimp dip. So amazingly delicious. All right, guys, it's time for the moment of truth. I am going to try this amazing crab dip. I've been dying to taste. Let's give it a try. It is so creamy, so cheesy, and it smells so good right now. And you can see the steam, it's extremely hot, okay? I just grabbed it from the oven. So let's give it a try. Cheers! I had to blow this because it's extremely hot, okay? Let's give it a try now. What? This is so good. 10/10. Amazingly delicious. Oh my. This is so good. I recommend this 1,000%. Okay? If you're a seafood lover, you love crab cake, this is for you, baby. You gotta try this. It's amazing. It's delicious. Whether you just wanna make this for yourself or a get together, try this out. You will not regret it. Perfect. Okay? We are outside. We are going to be making some sweet chili jerk wings. Before I start seasoning the wings, I am going to turn on my smoker. So I have applewood pellets in there. I am going to turn it on. As you can see, it's already making noise because we turned it on already. But to turn it on, I'm going to press the button. Well, there you go. We're going to be smoking our wings on 400 degrees. There you go. Drizzle that oil on there. Give it a mix. I am going to add my seasoning. I have onion and garlic powder, paprika, ground black pepper here. Add to our wings, just like that. Going to add the rest of the seasoning. Time to put the wings right in there. It is smoking hot. Woo! Let's place them right in there. It is extremely hot. We're going to cook these for about, I'll say 15 minutes, then we'll flip them over. Perfect. While the wings are smoking, we are about to make our sweet chili jerk sauce. So I have a skillet here on medium-high heat. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of butter in here. Allow that to melt a little bit. For the sauce, we're going to pour about 1/4 cup of that, of the sweet chili sauce. Also, oopsie, I am going to add about 3 tablespoons of that jerk seasoning. Give that a stir. It's going to be so delish. I can smell all of the spices already. Maybe a little bit of that sauce, that sweet chili sauce, because that thing is spicy. And the sauce is literally done. I'm gonna wait till my wings are done so we can toss that sauce with the wings. And let me tell you, that sauce combo, so good. See this? This looks absolutely amazing. Let's place them to our bowl. We're going to pour that sauce on there. It looks so good, smells amazing. You can smell all the amazing spices from the jerk seasoning. I'm going to give that a toss. Mix. It looks so good right now. It's time to try these amazing wings. Such a good combo. Such a good combo. Oh my goodness. These are so good. You have to try it now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these amazing, delicious recipes. Hopefully you can try it for your family very, very soon. If you would like to see the ingredients, it will be on my Facebook page. So head over there, Island Vibe Cooking, so you can grab the recipe. Also, I will be coming out with an ebook. Be on the lookout on my Facebook page or any of my other social media platform to get your hands on one of my ebook. Follow me on Instagram. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name is the same, Island Vibe Cooking. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next recipe. Bye, guys.